Hey guys, good morning or good afternoon, I guess. Coach Jen T here. This week, because I get to go camping, I know it's crazy. We're beating the black flies and we're going to go camping this weekend. It's supposed to be pretty cold, but we're going with a group of friends. It's something we love to do. So, like the clients I'm working with just know this is the time of year that I kind of go off the radar with no cell phone service, to go hang out with friends and go camping. And for me personally, there's nothing better than just being in the wilderness with no cell phone service and nothing to do really except spend time with your family, quality time, disconnecting from electronics. It's like my favorite thing. And of course, with camping comes lack of structure, lack of like the routine, and a lot more relaxation. So, with that, if you are one that likes to go camping, you can check back on my YouTube. I do have um, or maybe it's on my Facebook page, but I do have some tips or a grocery camping edition, and people really liked that. It was more like a grocery haul for camping, and it was maybe a couple years ago that I posted it. But really quickly, going to go over 10 tips that seem to help me, and this is just coming from my personal experience with camping. We're remote campers, so we sleep in, not in a tent, in a trailer, but we sleep and we sleep really great, and it's just so good to be in the fresh air. And when you get back to civilization, it makes you realize how much you appreciate like running water and hot showers and that kind of thing. But nothing beats for me the experience that I've had, especially growing up camping with my family, like the quality time, memories, and family time that you get from camping. So I'm going to jump right into it. So, number one tip for camping is to prioritize hydration. If you're not staying hydrated, it's going to increase cravings for all the snacky foods that are brought out when you're going camping. So, I like to either have a gallon jug or easily accessible bottles of water that you can just grab and go. I prefer room temperature water so I can just chug it. But if you prefer it cold, keep it in a cooler on ice, and just make sure you make a point to have a water goal and be sipping it. Take it everywhere with you. I leave mine on the picnic table and I just drink it. If it's hot out, I do keep it in the shade, but I do prioritize that. I mean, I will chug a 16-ounce bottle of water before I even have my cup of coffee, so I already have that head start. Drinking plenty of water gives you tons of energy too, like more energy than if you're dehydrated. So make sure you prioritize hydration. Number two is to include veggies with every meal. Yes, I am that person. My husband, God love him, he'll cook on the Blackstone, and he just knows like Jen's going to have peppers and onions or mushrooms or something sauteed with her eggs. Fine. If I'm in a pinch, especially during lunch, I will bring like red bell peppers, baby cucumbers are super easy, baby carrots. Trying to think of the other veggies that I like to bring, celery sticks. Honestly, it's just that vegetables are one, they provide you with lots of vitamins and minerals, but two, they also have lots of fiber, so they keep you full. So if you can incorporate those veggies with every meal, including breakfast and dinner, it's just going to help you stay full on fewer calories and help you ward off those cravings when the chips and the pretzels and the pizza or whatever. Pizza on the grill is one of my favorite camping dinners. When it comes out, you just make better choices because you're pairing it with your veggies and you're eating your protein and your veggies first. Number three, leading into that, is pack the protein. Make sure that when you are planning ahead, obviously have to plan ahead because you're going out in the middle of the woods and you have to make sure you have plenty of food. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of protein. I'm not much of a snacker. I feel like for me, snacking, it depends on the situation. Like I like to munch around the campfire, but I try to limit you know, my nutrition to basing it around meals, just having really good, well-rounded meals. So for like breakfast, the protein would be things like bacon, chicken or turkey sausage, eggs, of course. That would be like the protein for breakfast. And I never skimp on protein with my protein coffee. I bring my frother and I bring my protein powder. I love the Optimum Nutrition vanilla ice cream flavor. It just gives it that frothy, like vanilla latte like texture. And we have a camp coffee maker that we bring that's propane, but we also lately have just been using a French press. French press coffee is delicious, but if you use protein powder in your coffee, you easily throw in like 20 grams of protein into your coffee, which makes it so easy. And you want to make sure you're getting plenty of protein. That being said, like lunch, typically, sometimes we'll plan to have like cheeseburgers. Of course, ground meat has protein, but we also like to have like deli sandwiches, like low sodium deli turkey, deli chicken, even deli ham sometimes. If it's uncured, it's even better. But having protein there, um, you can get like regular chips, of course, to go with your sandwich, or you can do like Quest protein chips. They have all kinds of protein options there. You can also, if you want to really grab and go, things like jerky, things like Greek yogurt, protein bars on the go, if you're like hiking or something while you're camping. And then dinner for us, just like typical camping dinners, it's always a meat. There's some sort of meat. For us this time, we've got chicken one night. We really like kielbasa. So a lot of the things that we have, like when we're camping, it's not like how we would cook at home. Obviously, you're camping, it's different. Things are typically higher fat content, higher sodium, and that is okay. Like it's normal if you go on like a camping trip or a vacation to come back and like if you step on the scale, don't fret if you're, 5 to 7 pounds heavier. It's not true body fat that you gained, it's just water weight. So keep that in mind if you are going on like a camping trip or vacation and you're eating things that your body's not so used to. Give yourself that patience. I like to say if you're going on like a 4-day vacation or trip somewhere, you need about 4 days to get back on track or even better off than where you left. So make sure you just keep that in mind. So make sure you guys prioritize that protein. The reason why, it increases your metabolism without even trying to do anything. It keeps you feeling full. It has a high thermic effect, and you naturally are just going to be losing body fat and like maintaining muscle mass much easier if you are prioritizing that protein. Number 4 is fill up on meals first. I really like this one because if you plan well-rounded meals with protein, with vegetables, eat those first. And then if the s'mores come out, if the snacks come out, for me, like my friend Sarah makes the best Chex Mix homemade from scratch. It's so good. But if you can fill up on like well-rounded, balanced meals first, you're going to find yourself just having less cravings to over snack. Number 5 for me is to delay breakfast time. If you eat really early, which is fine, but if you eat early, then you're going to be hungrier sooner for like your next meal. And I do find like, especially camping, late night campfires, everything is just a little more delayed as far as mealtime versus when I'm at home. At home, we eat dinner early. Camping, we eat dinner late. So I try to delay breakfast time so I can space out about 4 to 6 hours between meals without snacking. Without over snacking. So filling up on meals and delaying those meals, especially breakfast, just kind of pushes everything out. Not necessarily intermittent fasting, which I don't do. It does work for some people, but ending your late night dinner and then just pushing the meal out, you're just kind of extending that time for your blood sugar to get back to regulating. Number 6 is to start the day with activity. I like typically when we wake up, I'm up normally before everyone else because I am an early morning riser. That's just the way my clock works from doing all of the coaching these years. I get up early, work with clients. I disconnect on the weekends, but my clock are on my camping trips, but my internal clock is the same. So I wake up early. I'm typically up before everyone else. So I really like to get up and just go for a little stroll wherever we are. Usually there's a dirt road loop, that kind of thing. Or I've been to my family camp where you just like get in a kayak and just paddle, any kind of movement in the morning. And if you have friends that are into fitness, like buddy up and see if they want to go for like a little morning jog or something. It just helps knowing that you're going to get up and you want to feel really good in the morning to get a good night's sleep and get moving first thing in the morning. So when you get that activity in the morning, for me personally and for my clients too, you just tend to like make better food choices because you set your brain on the right path of like eating well and taking care of your body better than you would if you didn't exercise. Number 7 is to focus on the activities. Yeah, food is great. Camping food is so good to me, but you want to focus on the other activities that are going around. Like we like to play cornhole. There's always kids around, activities with the kids, going swimming, going to the beach. There are so many things that you can do when you're camping to stay active and play and keep things creative. That you can really have other, like, get away from the snack table and focus on those other things to do to keep your mind and your body busy. Number 8 is to track your steps. It never fails. I always make sure I bring my Fitbit charger. I have a Fitbit Charge 5. I absolutely love it. It tracks my sleep, which I love, especially when I'm camping. I like to make sure I'm like sleeping really well. That's super important to me. But also tracking your steps and going for like 10,000 steps a day can help you just at least increase your physical activity, even if, there's no gym and you're not weightlifting or doing pull-ups or something. At least you can focus on getting those steps in, and, getting those steps in helps you just give you more energy, not feel so sluggish. It is really easy when you're camping to like sit in a camp chair and like soak up the sun and lounge, but getting that activity in just increases your energy and enhances those endorphins, those feel-good hormones. So make sure you try to get active, have some way to track your steps. It's super helpful. Number 9 is to alternate your alcoholic beverages with water. The group I go with, like, we love our beer, we love our cocktails. But what I find helps me a lot with drinking those alcoholic beverages is to make sure I'm focusing on that water, alternating with like non-alcoholic options like seltzer water. I really like those Olipop like fiber drinks. There are some Minute Maid like zero sugar mixers that you can have to make like a mocktail, and also just plain H2O, or toss that seltzer in a koozie, and just try to make sure you are at least alternating and sipping slowly, taking your time with drinks to save on super calories when you are camping. Because if you are drinking alcohol when you're camping, the calories on those add up so much. If you think of like one drink being, 200 calories or more, sometimes 100 calories, but it's still like eating, snacking, or having a piece of cake. So you want to make sure you're balancing those calories out by drinking like lower calorie options that like lots of water and seltzer waters and things that keep you feeling hydrated. Number 10 is last and final tip, you guys. Have fun, enjoy, and remain present. Um, when you just remember when you are entering like a healthy journey, if you've recently joined my coaching program, you've got to remember, you guys, this is not all in, all out, all or nothing. This is a lifestyle. Life is going to happen. You're going to have vacations, you're going to have family time. Something might get in your way where like maybe you have a season where you get sick or you're just mentally not feeling as great. It's going to happen. What matters is that you push through and you do your best. You're human. You're not going to make the most perfect choices as if you were on a routine during like the work week. Give yourself that grace, forgiveness, and enjoy yourself and the people around you. And that not just is for camping, but that's just for any experience you have. The holidays, the seasons that come around. There's so many things that could get in your way of derailing you. And what matters most is that you have intention, and just a little bit of planning ahead goes a long way. Knowing how you want to feel and having a very strong motivational why to give yourself that thought of like, why do I want to make these better choices for myself? What is the reason I'm here? And how can I implement that one single day at a time and not beat myself up for making choices that might not be as perfect? So that being said, that's it for the 10 tips. I hope it helps you guys. And if you are in my coaching program, check your messages. I sent you all a message. And I will talk to you all soon.